Today, I'm critiquing the worst mountain cabin I've seen in Vail, and then I'm going to give it an Arvin score at the end of the video. So if you ever decide to buy a mountain cabin, you won't make the same mistakes. I'm Arvin Haddad. I'm the how to buy a mansion guy. Let's watch this video together.
Hey everyone, welcome to Colorado. Today we're exploring an amazing mountain home that is located in the gated community of Mount Star. This exceptional property makes extensive use of stone, steel, and glass to create these amazing vaulted spaces that interact with the outdoors.
And the ugliest wood siding I've ever seen on a winter cabin. It looks plastic.
All right everyone, let's start our tour. This is the covered entry that brings you down from the motor court.
How do you like your facade? It's the curb appeal, okay? Looks like a townhouse, I know, but it's different. It uses feces color wood sidings to really bring that natural element to the really rough cut stacked stone. One of the ugliest facades of a house I've ever seen. It's horrendous.
And here we are at the foyer. I love these glass walls and this glass roof design that brings so much natural light to the landing. French doors opening up to another staircase that takes you down to the patio, which we're gonna check out later. Flax stone on the floors. Love these recessed in floor lights that lights up this beautiful stone texture that's on the wall. Again, glass roof above. Scenery is amazing. A lot to take in on this landing. Now, we're gonna see a lot of taxidermy throughout the property. This is a mounted buffalo, and I'm not really familiar with these kind of accessories.
Accessories? Like, we're talking about a pinky ring? It's a freaking buffalo, man. Very common. Winter cabins. Now, I have to say, young kids are not a big fan of them, okay? Unless they grew up in that culture. But every time I've taken my kids to winter cabins, the first thing they ask is like, Daddy, does the house we're staying in has dead animals on the ceilings? Please, can we choose a house that doesn't have dead animals' heads on them? It's taken a long time for me to find one without it. It's a common theme, and here's no exception.
And before we leave here, I want to mention another detail. This door opens up to another staircase that takes you to the mudroom. And the mudroom is located right behind the 2-car garage, which we can see from the motor court.
Dude, we just took 20 steps down to get to the freaking landing. We have to take another 20 steps up to get to the mudroom? Is it an obstacle course? This is all because it's a horrible lot, okay?
Now coming this way, again, with all these glass walls, you can see our surroundings so clearly. It's so interactive. Everywhere you look, you can see nature. You can see these trees, snow. It's pretty fascinating. Now that's it for the entry and the foyer. Then we have these glass doors opening up to another staircase that takes us to this incredible space. On my left-hand side, we have the formal living room and the formal dining area. High ceilings that are vaulted, massive windows bringing natural light facing these views, comfortable seating area on this side.
How is that comfortable? First thing first, this whole cabinet on the left is completely ruining the experience. If you really wanted to make this space like a formal living space, the winter cabin, you should have done some shelves, maybe bookcases, a library to give that fireplace vibe and energy, not a crooked TV in the corner that it's impossible to watch.
I want to talk about 2 details here. Number 1, never seen this before. I guess glass partition wall for your fireplace. Even though it's a gas fireplace, if you want some protection, you can just roll the glass.
That's very cool.
Right?
Usually they have those kind of chain fireplace covers.
Yeah, I prefer this.
Yeah.
And you still get to see it, but you have some protection. Number 2, these exposed steel headers that we're gonna see throughout the property. What a beautiful architectural detail. Not only it contrasts nicely against these stone walls.
It contrasts, but it doesn't contrast nicely. You see, when two things contrast, there have to be some somewhat opposite of each other in a relatable way. I've never seen a black steel like I-beam against this type of finish stone. And it's probably for very good reasons because they don't contrast nicely. They do contrast, but they don't contrast nicely.
Now, let's go to the other side. Formal dining room, square table, which is not something we see quite often. Let's see, 3, 6, 8, I guess 10 to 12 people can sit here very comfortably.
It doesn't look comfortable at all. The chairs are touching each other. You'll be elbowing each other. Comfortably, I would say 8.
Now, before we leave here, I also want to mention, off of the landing, we have a powder bathroom for the common areas here. And before we go to the kitchen, I actually want to take everybody outside. Let's check out this beautiful patio. I mean, look at this.
What about it? So, as you can imagine, this property doesn't have a backyard. It has a bunch of terraces, balconies all around it. It sits on a massive plot of land, but there's no flat, like zero flat. These patios are all you're going to get throughout the whole property.
But yeah, this is one of the patios that we're going to see throughout the tour. And Mikey, can we pull everybody this way? This is the staircase that we mentioned off of the foyer that brings you to this patio. Now, before we continue, I want to talk about the specs of this home. We have 7 bedrooms, 10 baths, 8,327 square feet, on the market for $13,250,000.
It ended up selling for $11.7 million after being on the market for 13 months, and I wouldn't even have paid half of that. I think it was a huge mistake for the buyer who purchased this property, and you will find out why in this video.
Let's go back in because we need to tour the kitchen. Modern cabinetry, island in the center with bar seating, darker tones with the cabinets. Then we have these lighter tone natural stone countertops. You have some of the base cabinets here, espresso maker, commercial wine fridge, and your commercial Sub-Zero fridge with a glass front. I dig these.
I hate these. Let me tell you guys why. First of all, this is not a chef's kitchen. We're in a winter cabin. It looks so industrial and commercial, out of place with like no cabinetry around it. It's just so weird.
But yeah, looks really nice. Mikey, can you actually come this way?
Yeah.
I never want to overlook details like this. Dishwasher drawer. It's paneled. I would have looked over, then I saw the buttons. I was like, there's something else behind this.
Yeah. Is there any like benefit to dishwasher drawers, or is it just they're just a little more compact?
100%. They're smaller.
Yeah.
You can run a half load.
Dude, you have an 80-inch stove. Who's gonna do the dishes, man? Are you serious? Sold it as a positive. You have to do 30 half loads after dinner. Oh my God. This has to be one of the worst kitchens. You have an industrial refrigerator, 80-inch stove, and a half load dishwasher. It can't get worse than this.
You have your small sink here, main sink on this side. Look at this picture window. Look at these views. Look how you're integrated into nature.
This is not a view. You get this anywhere. See, this is what happens when you go to buy your vacation home, okay? You see something for the first time and you get really excited. You're like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. There are trees everywhere in Colorado. A view needs to be unobstructed, okay? It needs to see something. You know, it's like selling a jungle view when you're in a jungle. Everyone's going to have a jungle view. It's ridiculous.
Now, let's talk about the gas stove, or should I say stoves, because we have a 30-inch gas stove here and then a 48-inch here. So in total, 78 inches.
Look at this. This is really weird looking. I don't think this is supposed to look like this.
I think that's it for the kitchen.
Yeah.
Now let's go this way. Let's take the staircase here that comes to the landing.
Did you notice there's another staircase from that formal living space to the kitchen that you missed because you went through the outdoor area to get to the kitchen? So this is your third staircase so far, and you're still on the same floor.
And off of the landing, we have this door opening up to the primary bedroom suite. Off of the entry, we have a small desk, and following the hallway, we have the bedroom at the end. But first, let's check out the bathroom. Freestanding tub on my left-hand side, tub filler. Right next to that is the spacious walk-in shower, water closet, vanity here with 2 sinks, light box design above. And because the ceiling is curved, they actually kept the walls short. So you can benefit from the natural light coming in from the walls right behind you, Mikey. So it's nice, airy. You have the walk-in closet at the end.
It's very airy. Very airy.
And going back to the hallway again, we have the bedroom itself. Spacious, hardwood floors, king-size bed. So much natural light coming in. And I gotta say, I'm really digging these plaster walls.
The best thing about this bedroom is that your wife can smell it every time you take a shit. Oh my God.
And because these are plaster walls, they're not perfect. So they just have a lot of character.
I thought he's going to say diffuses the smell of your feces from the bathroom.
Cove lighting detail right there. 2 ceiling mount light fixtures framing the bed. Again, so many windows.
I can't get over this bed. I'm sorry. It looks straight out of an Aladdin cartoon. You married Jasmine or something. It takes over the whole freaking wall. The headboard is longer than the bed itself. Oh my God. It barely fit.
Let's go to this covered patio section. It's a nice addition to the primary bedroom. You can see some of the exposed steel columns and beams. Unbelievable views. I almost feel like nature is hugging this house, you know?
Yeah.
I almost want to say I prefer it. I prefer that there are some trees in front of us, but I mean, views go for miles, you know?
This is the best view you're gonna see when there are no leaves on the tree. If you like to squint your eye between the trees and then look at the view, then I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, you can barely see the neighbor there, but it's amazing. It's peaceful. Again, all right, I'll stop talking. Enough with the surroundings, you know?
Okay, let's analyze the lot because it's a 5-acre lot. Even though you don't get like a freaking inch of flat land, it's very private. You get multiple exposures from everywhere. Maybe a little bit of a 2 exposure because they've got glass ceiling, walls everywhere. So it's going to be lit, maybe too much lit because of the reflection of the snow. And that's not going to be ideal in winter season, right? But overall, light-wise, you're covered. Privacy, you're definitely covered.
I want to take everybody to the staircase landing. It's such a cool area. I mean, where do I begin with the details? Look at this glass roof. Then you have glass walls, stone textures, lighting, and here's something you also don't know, Mikey. So the section that we just toured was the original home. It's all updated and all that. The section that we are about to tour is the new addition that was completed a few years ago.
Really?
I know it looks very seamless and you would have never assumed that.
This is not seamless, okay? If you have to create this humongous corridor with an apartment complex staircase around it, it's not seamless. Okay? It's very obvious. You're connecting 2 buildings with each other.
Follow me this way. Full bathroom, flagstone on the floors, open walk-in shower. Let's go back to the landing. Right on the other side, we have this amazing lounge. It has a shed roof design. Now, I don't want that to sound negative at all, but these single slope roofs are called shed roofs. And the volume here, natural light coming in.
Can you spot the flaw? I always pause the frame and ask my subscribers to spot the flaw. I give you guys 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. They've used 4 different shades of wood. Pay attention. You got lighter wood on the floors, a different shade on this wall, then a dark shade over here, and then this bar is made out of a, what is it, Brazilian cherry wood? It's all over the place. Again, it's very common with a lot of interior designers and architects. They get really excited and they want to use different material. And you would never do this in a high-end property. And they completely forgot about what? That rustic finished stone that they were doing. You need that and just one other type of wood.
And look at the back wall, by the way. So this is an interesting application. You know, like those barn homes that we see where they use logs to build exterior walls? It's the same technique, but they plank the surface. They left some of the imperfections, so there's a ton of character. Then they fill the gap in between each one of the logs to give you this cohesive look.
It's not cohesive at all. That putty, whatever cement, the connecting form between the planks should have had a lot more texture. It looks weird. How could you not see that? The thickness of it, the texture of it, the color of it, is completely off. It doesn't look right at all. And then the contrast with the ceiling and the floor, horrible. The best thing about this wall was the moose.
Now, obviously, ceilings are all wood clad. Then we have the main seating area here, L-shaped couch, 2 chairs facing the TV on that side.
They have to put their TVs in a completely annoying location. Just don't put a TV. If like the edge is at the border of the wall. Horrible alignment, horrible.
And if all of this wasn't enough, then on the other side you have a rustic bar. Look at the island here, the cabinetry, these metal accents and these bar stools.
And you have a different color cabinetry, like 5 different finishes of wood. It's a disaster.
Let's open up these sliding glass doors so we can check out this amazing patio. Seamless transition. These sliding glass doors actually stack. They have the same flagstone also here. Glass rating, multiple outdoor seating areas, more of this scenery and more of these views. Just beautiful. And also what, like Mikey, we're like 15 minutes from Vail?
Yeah, we're very close to Vail, Beaver Creek. There's just this whole community of ski towns around here. Some of the best skiing in the country between Vail and Beaver Creek and Breckenridge and Aspen's around the corner. So it's just an awesome location.
It's like 2 hours away. Okay, first other thing that you should pay attention, this is not a ski in, ski out property either, okay? So I'm just paying attention to what you're really getting for $11.7 million. The poor buyers who didn't watch my video purchase this property. You're not getting a flat land. You're not really getting views, right? You're getting tree views. There's no premium on tree views. I just want you guys to know that, okay? Then you're not ski in, ski out. And then on the main floor, you got 1 primary bedroom with no secondary around it. So if you were trying to rent it, a family who would want to be closer to their kids, they have to completely be God knows how many stairs away from their kid. And you got horrible finishes with a half-load dishwasher and an 80-inch stove and a commercial refrigerator. If you don't want to make mistakes like this, join my inner circle. If you want to buy a house before renovating it, or you just want to make sure the house you're buying is a good investment and you want a third-person opinion, reach out. I would love to be that guide to you.
We're done on this floor. Now, let's check out the lower level. Look at this staircase landing. Hardwood floors, stone walls, recessed in floor lighting, bridge that's above us, and taking these steps, we come to another landing point. Now, this hallway takes you to 3 bedrooms and the laundry room.
Before we go see the other room, this was all wasted square footage, you know, and they calculated that in the number. This area, all these stairs, these landings, okay, none of it is usable.
But first, we gotta come here, powder bathroom on my left-hand side, bar on my right-hand side, because we have this door here opening up to the movie theater. Recliner chairs, padded walls.
Completely disconnected from the main house, right? Completely disconnected from the family fun area, the bar area that they had. Probably would take a day for people to even find it if they're renting the property, and rarely ever use it because it didn't integrate with the property in a natural way that will encourage you to go and check it out. Very isolated.
Next, we're gonna check out the patio. We have a hot tub here.
A plastic one. Thank you. Your grandfather probably has one of these.
You can just get in, relax, go outside, jump into snow, get yourself a little cold therapy, you know, hot and cold therapy.
Have you ever been in a hot tub when it's snowing outside?
No.
What do you mean? He just told us what to do and he's never done it. What the hell, Enes? What kind of fake shit was that?
Patio continues. Fire pit here, outdoor seating. These 3 glass sections are 3 different bedrooms that we're gonna check out in a minute.
Great. You can look in to see who's sleeping. Wake them up in the morning. Fantastic. You're never gonna use this because it's gonna ruin the privacy for the 3 bedrooms we're about to see.
So we have the first bedroom here, comes with a king size bed, hardwood floors, also has its own full bathroom. Then following the hallway, bedroom number 2. This one has 2 single beds, super spacious. Of course, comes with another full bathroom as well. And going towards the end of the hallway, laundry room with a sink, and the last door opens up to the 3rd bedroom suite. Full size bed, hardwood floors, same plaster walls, and around the corner, we have a full bathroom here, tile floors, tile walls, mosaic walk-in shower, brushed nickel fixtures, and this really unique sink.
It looks like, you know, that thing your dentist gives you to like spit blood when they're like fixing your teeth? It looks more like a urinal. With laboratory equipment, horrible design. I mean, I cannot believe they ended up getting $11.7 million for these finishes.
Now I promise this is the last jump, but I want to take everybody back to the staircase so we can continue our tour on the other side. Hardwood floors. This wing has 3 bedroom suites. This is the first one. Off of the entry, Mikey, let's go check it out. Full bathroom. I like these beige tones. Pebble stone in the walk-in shower. Coming into this bedroom, king size bed. You have 2 niches for some pictures with LED lighting. Massive windows. More views. Good vibes.
Yeah, very nice.
That was good vibes. The secondary bedrooms were like a barn, like where you park your horses in each one. There's no like a communal space for all the people to hang out with each other. It's just like a dormitory, like just stack them up. Like in the basement really, or like the lowest level here, by the way. There's like 3 sets of staircase to get to the front door. Maybe 5.
All right, let's go check out the second bedroom now, which is right next door. Pretty much the same layout, comes with a king size bed, also has a full bathroom. The last bedroom is here, and I love this bedroom because we have so many bunk beds here. This is like my wild dream as a kid. You have 4 queen beds here, 2 singles on this side. You want me to go up there?
Yeah, you gotta go up there.
Damn. Okay, I'll go up there. But we gotta talk about this detail. Look how they utilize the space. These are all drawers.
Yeah, that's your walk-in closet for 6 people. Okay, let's give it an Arvin score. I'm done with this video. But before I do that, this is what you need to know if you're planning to purchase a weekend home, vacation home, winter cabin, mountain cabin, whatever, okay? You either are going to make a lot of money or you will lose a lot of money. And the main element that you have to pay attention is your timing. Because you're really clueless as far as what's going on over there anyways. You need to either hire me or really study the whole history of the location. What are the cool spots? Where are the dumb people purchasing? Where are the locals purchasing? There's a whole science to it. But if you want to minimize your risk, try to purchase your weekend home, your vacation home, mountain home in a really bad economy, right? Because weekend home, vacation homes really become the first asset that ultra wealthy people or even luxury wealthy people would liquidate to help themselves fund their life if we're going through a recession or depression or inflation, whatever that's going on in the economy, okay? Before they're selling their investment property or their primary residence, they sell their weekend homes. So it's kind of like you want to buy it on the low and catch it up and ride it back up and sell it during the boom. If you get your timing right on a weekend home, it could be extremely profitable. Okay, let's give it an Arvin score. Location, it's not Vail. It's 50 minutes away from it. I'm going to give it a 7. Lot quality, absolutely garbage. I mean, 5 acres of hillside with no view, no promontory, no flat area. I don't care it's big. You can find plenty of empty lots in the mountains, okay? The only thing that is good about it is in a, semi-so prestigious gated community. I'm going to give it a 3. Lot utilization. The property sits on the lot extremely comfortable. You have a private driveway. You have extreme amount of setbacks. It's a 10. Privacy, another 10. You don't have anyone looking into your property. You don't look into anyone else's property. It's a gated community. It's another 10. Lot orientation. You're south facing, you're east facing. You're not going to have any light issue. You have exposures to everywhere, maybe a little bit too much exposure. I'm going to give it a 10. Architectural style. I mean, this was perhaps one of the ugliest, if not the ugliest winter cabin I've ever seen. It had no facade, ugly back facade, really bad choice of material on the exterior. Architecturally, it was a bunch of structures that were connected through metal frame with glass in the name of modernizing it. It was just absolutely ugly in every sense of the word. I'm going to give it a 1. Views. You got Peekaboo only 3 months in the year when the leaves fall off the trees. Between the trees, you get a glimpse of Beaver Creek. What are you going to give this? I'll give it a 4. Layout. The whole house was entirely disconnected both horizontally and vertically. One of the worst layouts I've ever seen. I'm going to give it another 1. Scale and volume. You really had one room that you could say had that dimension, that golden ratio, width, height, lengthwise, to kind of give some sort of an oomph to the property, which was really an addition and completely disconnected from the rest of the house through a maze of staircases to get to. I can't give it anything more than a 5. Finishes. In the name of modernizing a stone mountain cabin, on the exterior, they failed to give that rustic industrial look. It looked plastic. On the interior, they introduced so many different shades of wood and a really bad combination of colors and multiple use of them in the same room where it was not necessary. When they tried to create a little contrast, they absolutely miserably failed. I can't give it anything more than a 3. Now, here's the Arvin score, and if you want to see the worst winter cabin in Utah, watch this video. It's really funny. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the comment section.